But guess what? Epidural didn't work on me. I just felt everything.
What up, TFM? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. For those who are new here, welcome. My name is Josh.
I'm Shamy.
Welcome. Consider hitting the subscribe button and join the family with us, especially joining us on our journey, especially Ash's journey. Fortunately, he's not here. He's sleeping right now. But, it'd be awesome for you guys to join the TFM with us. So today we're gonna, just do a little story time.
Today we were talking to my cousins about hospital tours and stuff. And also Ash is 1 year old now. It just brings us so much memories. So we want to share those memories with you guys.
I'll tell you guys a little bit of the story. Like a traumatic experience on both of our ends.
Yeah.
But because of that traumatic experience, we really appreciated how much God has given us grace throughout the whole thing. Pieces eat. Are you ready?
I hope so.
Okay, so her doctor recommended her to go to the hospital. She just came from her appointment earlier today because she had a scheduled appointment, obviously. But her doctor told her to go because of her fluids. We're gonna go to get it checked out, and hopefully, Lord willing, tonight she will be induced, and baby Joash is born. So we're gonna head over to the hospital. See you guys either on the road or over there.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with a story. I was 40 weeks plus 1 day already. Usually
37, right? Is the usual
so
term?
usually, yeah, 37. Baby's already good to go. It's safe for you to deliver at 37 weeks. Honestly, a lot of people were telling us like, oh, she's gonna give birth early because of how big my belly was. If I have a photo, I'll include it here, but I'll show you guys how my belly looked like. But yeah, everyone was telling me, oh, you're gonna give birth early because of how big he was. But I didn't give birth until 40 plus 4 days. So I had my doctor's appointment. She did the whole check, if the baby's doing good, measurements and stuff. Then she said that water is running low. And it's a little dangerous for the baby to not be monitored. So go to the hospital right now and basically check in. And he was still at work, right?
Yeah, I was still at my office. But the good thing was we already had everything packed and ready to go.
Yeah. So we got to the hospital.
Yeah, so we got to the hospital. So actually, first of all, I left work literally immediately. Went home, picked her up, put everything in the car, and then as soon as that, we went straight to the hospital already. Instead of having a natural labor, she ended up being induced in a way.
Yeah.
It's kind of forcing her contractions, forcing her
labor and everything.
Yeah.
And then that was a Tuesday night, and it was so weird because September there was actually a lot of people giving birth around that time. So we weren't admitted, since I wasn't in active labor at that time, we weren't admitted to the delivery room.
Yeah.
We waited. So from 6 p.m. we waited until 2 a.m. to be able to actually have a room for us.
A lot
of
women going into labor.
But at that point, I have no contractions, nothing, because I didn't go into labor naturally. I was induced in the hospital.
Yeah. Really there because we wanted to monitor the baby,
yeah.
And we see all these women coming in like already in active labor, and basically they're gonna get the priority over us.
Yep.
Because they're already about to pop. But for us, we were waiting for it.
Waiting for a room
To
so I
open up.
can get induced.
But we were understanding, it was okay, but it all paid off because what ended up happening is when they gave us one of the biggest rooms over there because of the wait. So much space there. She was able to walk around. I was able to sleep comfortably, which is very important too.
I'm not sure if we do have videos, but if we do, we'll try to include it. But if not,
I have a couple videos from when I slightly vlogged over there because we weren't really crazy into vlogging it at that time. But those were some videos that we have, or I had, because it was mostly her in the bed while I was just making updates. Quality is gonna be really crappy, but it is currently 4:30 Wednesday morning of September 25th. We got here yesterday, September 24th. to the hospital. We just got admitted. We had to wait for a room. We just got admitted. This is the hospital room we're in. But just a quick little update for you guys. So basically she's going to be induced. We're just waiting it out. They're doing a couple of tests on her, and now she's just resting there. So she's going to be resting there for the next couple of hours until the next step. And then, yeah, I'll give you guys an update then. Okay guys, so it's currently still day 2. Last time I updated you was about 4:30 in the morning. Now I'm updating you. It is currently 12:30 in the afternoon, like around lunchtime. Shamy's been having a lot of contraction pains, and she got some medication to kind of ease it up. She was having a hard time sleeping last night, so now she's actually sound asleep, and she's just getting some rest. And I really think, and everybody's saying, that she's definitely gonna need this rest, because this is just the beginning, and when the time comes for her to actually give birth, that's a totally other journey.
So, okay, just a little timeline. So the 24th is when we went to the hospital. 2 a.m. 25th is when we got admitted, and that's when it started to, they started doing the whole process of inducing labor. And then they broke my water the 26th. And then, so that 26th, the whole day, I feel like that was like the craziest.
That was the craziest, right? Because that's when she was actually walking around. She had the medicine ball.
Yeah.
She was kind of, I'm not medicine ball, the ball.
Peanut. It's kind of like a peanut.
Oh, like a peanut.
Like a
it helped kind of like with the contraction.
Yeah.
The contraction.
It's so weird. I was in active labor, but I wasn't progressing as much.
Yeah. She wasn't really dilating as much as. So we actually had 2 doctors. Her main doctor, the one at the OBGYN,
yeah.
and the actual her, I guess like her
attending doctor.
Yeah, associated doctor. I'm not sure what it's called, but both of them were phenomenal. They did an amazing job. And we told them that we wanted to go through with a natural delivery, and they respected it, and they tried their best, which I'm really grateful for. Yeah. But fortunately, like, she wasn't really dilating as much, and they were checking up on her every so often.
And I feel like at that point where I wasn't dilating much, and then so I was like, okay, I've been, I was so exhausted. I've been there since the 24th, well, technically like kind of like the 25th, and I was just like, okay, I need the epidural at that point, because I was just like, I can't, like, all I feel is pain, and I was about to give up, and I wasn't progressing. So I asked for the epidural. The pain is just like taking so much joy from the whole experience. So like, for me, I was trying to do natural birth, but at the same time I wasn't against epidural. So like, I was like telling him I'm gonna try my best to push my limit, like, because I feel like I can do it, and I really thought I can do it, but like, at that point I was just like, okay, no, I need epidural, like, and then of course they gave me the epidural, but guess what? Epidural didn't work on me. Okay, no, it worked half my body. So what ended up happening is that he had to do it twice. He was like telling me, okay, don't move, we have to insert it again, because for some reason I think the first time didn't work. But the second one also didn't work, so it only gave anesthesia to half of my body. And I was telling this to him and to the nurse and to the other anesthesiologist. I don't know how to say.
Anesthesiologist.
Yeah, so, and then what ended up happening is they would give me morphine.
Yeah, that's what they ended up doing. But they were also explaining that and because she was lying down sideways, that's why the gravity pulled it towards only one side of her body.
Yeah, so what they did was actually had me lift the other way just so the anesthesia would flow. I'm not sure the whole logic, but that's what they did. And at the same time, I was like telling them, I can still feel it, I can still feel the pain. Okay guys, it's currently day 2, almost day 3 now. It's been a long journey. It is the 26th going on the 27th, 11:37 p.m. She is now currently 9 cm dilated and 100% effaced minus 1. We're just waiting for the baby to go down a little bit more and for her to just open up a little bit more. She'll be ready to push. Just giving you guys this update. We're so excited. A few more to go, and yeah, we'll see you guys on the other side. So the attending doctor was like telling me I'm at 10 so I can start pushing, and we even did a practice push, and I was like practicing, and I was like telling him like I need to push, but like the nurses were telling me tried to hold it, and I think it's because like of the tearing, so that's why they were like saying, you know, try to hold it and then wait for your doctor.
Oh,
yeah, wait for the contraction, wait for your doctor. So I was just like holding at the bar, and I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna push, I was trying, and I waited for a couple of minutes. My doctor came in, checked my dilation, and then she was like, Charmaine, you're at the 7. And I was like, how is that even possible? You know, like one doctor was telling me I'm at 10, and then so apparently Ash's head was too big, so he went back.
Yeah, he was like basically at 0, so that means he was like kind of crowning, so you could kind of like feel the head, but he went back up, so he was like at like -2 or something.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, we didn't know that was possible, but they said that because what possibly could have happened is, one, Ash's head was too big, and 2, that Shamy's actually small.
Yeah, my pelvic bone was small.
And I remember chatting with the doctor, and he was kind of. It showed how much they cared, that they really wanted to push for the natural birth, because he said that he was kind of sad to see that Ash went back up.
At that point, you know, I looked at Josh and I was like,
we don't know.
You know,
like at this point,
like,
we're like,
we'll go to the OR. It's his, you know, health. He's been there with low water. Like, you know, I didn't at that point. We didn't really want to risk, you know, Ash's safety anymore. So I was like, and for some reason, honestly, God gave me that peace. That's like, you know, like as much as I wanted that natural birth, like, you know, I tried, and you know, it's time to listen. Not, you know, not listen to other people or what other people are gonna say, but rather like listen to my body and like listen to what God is saying. And for me, I was just like, I had that peace that, you know, okay, like all I want is for us to meet our, you know, our baby. And so I was awake during the operation itself, so he wasn't allowed in until the baby was like, I think almost there. Out. So yeah, they were cutting me. They did the test first, you know, like they were like, oh, do you feel this, and I was like, no, you know, I don't feel that. And then they started doing the operation. I'm not sure how the process looks. Of course, they had that thing over me. After that, he went in. That's when, of course, like I was about to give birth, or Ash was about to come out. I just felt everything, and I shouted. I was like, I feel everything. I and I was shaking. I was shouting at the doctor. I was like, I can feel everything. And then he even told me, he was like, if I let you sleep, you're not gonna see your baby. You know, that's what he said. That's what he told me. And then hearing my doctor, she was like, Charmaine, the baby's about to come out. You know, like he's here. Yeah, and then so I was like, no, it's fine. I can, you know, for me, I can see him after, because like the pain was just unbearable. Yeah. And then
as he was pouring it in,
Ash.
Yeah. Though. So as he already poured it in, and pushed it through her system, and literally like it was like as it was kind of going through, because it doesn't immediately work, like, you know, so it takes time to kind of, you know, make you fall asleep. Yeah. So by the time that they put it through, literally the moment she was about to fall asleep, she saw Ash, which was great. So she was able to see him first. And then she knocked out.
Yeah, so like our first family photo is actually me.
Her knocked. See, it's right here.
I was, you know, I'm knocked out. I was knocked out. I did tell the doctor, I was like, please knock me out, because I can feel everything. It was
crazy.
It was crazy. It was horrifying.
Yeah, because like the thing was, like after she knocked out, it wasn't really over. Like the baby was the baby Ash. They ended up, after coming him to us, they brought him back to, like, I guess it's like the incubator kind of thing, where, you know, keeps him warm and checking over his vitals and everything. So she's out, and this is the time now that's just me and her. She's just kind of knocked out. I'm just sitting there, and I'm like kind of concerned, because all of a sudden I hear a bunch of beepings. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know what these beeping means. Last time I checked, beepings are bad in the movies. So it was like kind of scaring me to a point. Like I started praying really hard, because I started becoming out of peace, and it literally to a point where, being human, it literally like. Alright, sorry guys. Yeah, so battery died on the other camera. So basically, going back to what I was saying, it was kind of like I was really out of focus, because I was scared. I forgot that, you know, I should just first stop, pause, and pray. And then eventually I kind of got to that point where I was realizing, I was like, wait, I should be, you know, talking to God and praying about this right now. because what ended up happening was her heart rate actually jumped sky high, and it kept beeping a lot. And I kept asking the doctor what's going on, why is it doing that, why is it so high? And then he was just literally saying, calmly too, he wasn't like freaking out. He was just like, it's okay. That's just how like her body's reacting. It's okay. Don't worry about it. She's gonna be fine. Don't worry. Yeah, she was like shaking a lot, and then even went to a point where she was already asleep and just like knocked out. She started shaking more. So she was just like shaking a lot. And then they were saying like the nurse came up to me and was like, hey Josh, do you want to go over there? The baby is there. Do you want to see him? And I was like, no, the baby can wait. I'm gonna stay right here next to her for now. And then that's what happened. I just stayed with her for a while. And then to a point where the doctor was saying, okay, it looks like that now they're just gonna sew her up and everything. If you want to do it, take a look at the baby. It's okay. And I was like, everything's fine now. And then I was like, yeah. And he showed me the chart saying that look, her monitoring or her heart rate is starting to go back to normal. Everything is okay. It was just like he basically explained that that's just the body's natural way of coping with pain. It just raises up like that. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy because I'm not gonna lie, I honestly thought I was gonna lose her, and that's what scared me because I've never experienced anything like that before. It was very traumatic to me. But fast forward a couple more minutes, Ash and I now are rolled out into the waiting area while they kind of finish up with her, cleaning her up and stitching her properly. Ash and I just waiting there, and he is so quiet at the time.
Yeah, I remember that when I was rolled out, I just saw them too, and he was just sleeping
for a little bit. They put him on her skin to skin for a little bit. And that's when he was just latching on.
Latching. Like, that's when they start latching him and everything.
Yeah, and then that's when they also took his measurements, took his body temperature, did his birth certificate.
I think that we have videos.
Yeah, we have videos of that. Yeah. You'll see, I think he had to get his first shot. I forgot what it was, but he had to get a shot, and you can hear the newborn cry. Or I think it probably
is the newborn testing.
Oh yeah, the blood and stuff.
They needed to check all his vitals and everything to make sure that everything was good. So he did the newborn testing.
Yeah, so that was that, and then after a while, they finished up, and then they were like, if you want to go grab your parents upstairs to come down and come see him, you guys can. So I went upstairs. So them, unfortunately, only 2 at a time can come. So it was both our moms first, of course. So I brought them down, and then I have a video of them seeing them for the first time, I think. And it was just priceless because it was just a moment of joy where everybody's just super happy and new addition to the family. And it kind of like the whole traumatic experience was like from there on was no more. It was gone, and it was
definitely that's Jesus working too. I feel like the whole time holding to the railing, it was like, Jesus please help me, Jesus please help me, and like he just gave me strength throughout the whole thing. Like from the labor to the delivery to even like feeling that pain. It was I can't even explain how painful it was, but definitely traumatic. But at the same time, of course, like we're focusing on what came out of it, which is our son.
Yeah, and now it's like you guys see him growing up, and we're just sharing our memories with you and just having fun with it at the same time. Now guys know like our traumatic experience at the hospital, but ended up being beautiful at the end. I mean, I really didn't go through anything. Except for being traumatized.
You were such a good support though. Like
her was more of everything else. She did more of it. I was just there.
But you being there, support and encouraging words, and of course he helped me throughout the whole labor process. But yeah, we just wanted to share that because it's been a year since that whole experience happened.
And we went through something traumatic too, and
this might be a long video, but
it's a story time.
Yeah,
and it's
we're
really
telling the story.
But for those who are coming came to this point throughout the whole video, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. We hope that you guys enjoyed the video that we produced today.
If you guys have any comments or suggestions,
or even questions,
if you have any other questions that you want to ask, comment down below. We would be happy to reply to your comments.
Yeah. So we're not gonna announce another winner in this video. We're gonna announce it in the next video. Just because one, this video is kind of very long, and two, we want to kind of like focus really on what happened in the hospital.
Yeah.
So we're gonna announce the winner in the next video. So don't worry, it's not like we're stopping. It's just we're posting another video for the next winner. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. That'd be great. And turn on the post notification bell so you guys know when we post. And the giveaway is still happening, so follow the mechanics down in the description, and make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. All right. So with that being said, we want to leave you guys with this, that we want you guys to always remember that you guys are forgiven
And love.
God bless.
Bye.